I don't have the bundle.
What did you open before him? Apologies, Mr. Mkwanazi, Commissioner Mkwanazi, the bundle is being availed to you now. I think Commissioner Kumalo has located it.
Let's just be clear, what are we looking for? The clearance certificate?
We are looking for the clearance certificate.
615. That's file 3. We dealt with it previously as CJC 139 when he was last here.
Yes, and it is 139, but I wanted to locate it in the context of the chats that they had. At 131, it's just the actual certificate, seemingly extracted from the chats, but without context. Thank you.
But where we are, it's CJC 292. Am I correct?
Thank you, Chair.
Yes.
Noted. Have you located the certificate in the chats, Commissioner Mkwanazi?
Yes, I'm able to get the clearance certificate.
Sorry, please say that again.
Yes, page 615, yes.
Okay. Now, that document was shared with you by Mr. Van Wyk. Do you see from the chats?
Sorry.
Did you take it out of the file? I fear you might
No, sir,
misplace
I can
Okay.
say. Yes, I usually do like that. I know it, but
Okay.
it becomes simpler for me.
So it was shared with you by Mr. Van Wyk.
Yes, I can see that.
Can you perhaps explain to the Commission what was the purpose of sharing that certificate with you?
You remember, as I've said, that we wanted to establish the Peace Corps,
Yes.
as you questioned. Then there was this process from our guys that are doing that. No, you can't just do it. People must have, they must check fingerprint first. You can't take a person with criminal record to be a Peace Corps.
Okay.
You see, then that was the communication. That was all about that. And they've said that when they do these things, you see, it must via SAPS so that it must be cleared. And they detected when they were doing these things in how they do it. They know how they do it. You see, when they detected that some of the guys that wanted to be part are having criminal records, or there are two guys, a black and white guy, that are having those criminal records. It was all about that. If I'm not mistaken, if I remember very well.
So you received that certificate, and did you accept it? And did made whatever preparations to have Mr. Matala registered with EMPD as a Peace Corps?
Not only Mr. Madlanga, to have all the guys that wanted to be part of the program.
But specifically, you accepted that clearance certificate?
Yes, I think the two guys that were, when they say black guy, I think it was him and another white guy.
Are you able to distinguish between a fraudulent and a real clearance certificate?
No, I don't work with this thing. I know nothing about them.
So you could be given any document headed clearance certificate and you'll accept it.
But with them, that team that was able to detect, I don't think they're able, because they don't work as APS. We are in EMPT, not in SAPS. We can't determine, you can't clarify, you can't approve any SAPS document, and you can't detect that it's the fraudulent or it's not the fraudulent.
Do you satisfy yourself that it is not fraudulent before you act upon it?
Do I?
Yes.
No, I was not the one who was working with them. Mine, it was to submit the way I got it from Mike. You see, them, it was them to check and everything. But as I see it, I couldn't tell that is it correct or not, because I've never in my life even seen the correct one and this one. In fact, I've never seen a class document except this document in my life.
As you recall, in our last engagement, you explained that you had come up with this idea of establishing a cohort of peace officers.
Yes, you're correct.
We looked at the law, you recall, the Criminal Procedure Act, to try and determine what is a peace officer and what are their powers. You remember that engagement?
You are correct, you're correct.
As I understand your communication with Mr. Van Wyk, this document is submitted to you to indicate that Mr. Madlanga has got a clearance certificate from SAPS to enable you to process him for that purpose. Do you appreciate that?
Yes, yes, yes.
So you are saying that you are unable to determine, to verify that the certificate is real or not, and upon mere receipt you proceed and you prepare Mr. Madlanga to be registered as a police officer, no, a peace officer for the EMPD. Is that what you're saying?
Let me repeat what I've said before and what I'm saying now. It's that all the people that, like in EMPD, all the people that were done fingerprints, it was two black people, it was two people, a white and a black person. That's it was two. Then it was said, let them get, I think when I communicated with the team, they said they must get a clearance certificate. And that certificate that was forwarded to us. Then with us, we're not a specialist of this document. We can't prove that it is a correct or it is not the correct one. It is only SAP that can prove that, not us as EMPD.
And what would your attitude to the document be if you are told that the document is fraudulent?
Because I've already read the statement yesterday in affidavit, I will agree with that affidavit because it comes from SAPS. Now I'm at another advantage or another stage because yesterday I was able to read the document, an affidavit that comes from SAPS that says it is a fraudulent. But again, she's also saying in that affidavit, it may look like it is exactly one because even with SAPS too, but that one, at least, that person is a specialist. You see, to a person who doesn't know, it may look like it is an original in their statement, you see, but it is not the original, you see. And my answer is that because I read it yesterday, you see, that is not, it is a fraudulent document. I agree because I can't contest that. I agree with that because she's a specialist, she's working with these documents.
And
I'm saying I'm agreeing with you because I read it yesterday. It says it is a fraudulent document.
And let's go to that affidavit. It appears in your exhibit bundle at page 315. Sorry, my apologies, not 315. 308.
The same bundle.
No, no, your evidence bundle now. You're going to be assisted in a short while. Now, that's the affidavit you say was shared with you yesterday.
Yes, yes.
And if you go to page 310, that affidavit deals with the specific certificate. And basically from the top of page 310, it is, I guess to some extent technical. It explains how a clearance certificate is checked and cross-checked and identified. And to this end, it explains that from the third line, the application for police clearance certificates gets assigned a unique reference number.
Sorry, you're saying third line, paragraph 1.
I am 310, are you at page 310?
Yes, page 310, yes.
Yes, 310.
Yes.
That paragraph starts with that page with the words, the police clearance certificate dated
Yes.
13 December 21.
Yes, yes.
Okay, now I've skipped to the third line, or which would be the second sentence there. That starts with the words, the application for police clearance certificate. Do you see
Yes.
that?
Yes.
So it says, the deponent here says that that document gets assigned a unique reference number upon registration and a unique transaction number on printing of the certificate. The inquiry number and the transaction number must link to one police clearance certificate at all times. At paragraph 6, it continues to state that the PCC, that's a police clearance certificate, purportedly issued to Mr. Madlanga, has a discrepancy with regard to the unique transaction number and the inquiry number, which do not reconcile to a specific police clearance certificate in question. The unique transaction number is linked to a different inquiry number, which has been allocated to a police clearance certificate issued to somebody dated 19 August 2021. Do you see that?
Yes.
At paragraph 7, it continues, the inquiry number stated on the fraudulent PCC purported to have been issued to Mr. Madlanga does not exist, nor relate to transaction number as specified. This implies that the South African Police Service SAPS did not receive the specific request from Mr. Madlanga to issue a PCC. Therefore, the PCC with that inquiry number and transaction number was not issued by SAPS. The signature of the fraudulent PCC appears to have been forged, although there are some features that resemble those of the authorized person. It continues at 8, that it can be confirmed that Mr. Madlanga applied around the period in question for a PCC with a specific inquiry number, which was issued on 01/06/2021, and a police clearance report with Springs Local Criminal Record Center inquiry number as stated, issued on 15 December 2021, whereby the two criminal convictions, the two Sinovel cases recorded on his name were reflecting on the aforesaid documents. Mr. Madlanga previously applied for police clearance certificate with stated inquiry numbers issued on 4th of July 2017. And that document, and those documents, reflected the previous convictions that he held. It continues at paragraph 10, Mr. Vusimus Madlanga's convictions for two offenses of housebreaking and theft, states there, gives their details, sentenced to 4 years imprisonment per count, and the court further ordered that 2 years imprisonment imposed on charge 2 run concurrently with the sentence imposed on charge 1 in terms of section 280 of the CPA. At 11, it is further stated that the criminal record report was issued on 29/01/2018 with that inquiry number for a firearm to Central Firearm Register of Division, Visible Policing, to proceed with the application process. And this office does not have a role to approve or reject issuing of firearm license. And lastly, at paragraph 12, it states on 27 March 2026, the city manager of Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Municipality was informed about the fraudulent PCC in case it was utilized for bidding processes. Now, that affidavit tells us that based on a number of factors, that document is fraudulent. You say firstly, you have no ability to determine whether or not the document is real or fraudulent, correct?
Yes.
You say you took no steps to verify that the document is indeed valid, either by engaging SAPS or the issuer of that document to satisfy yourself that it is not fraudulent. You didn't take those steps.
Yes, but as I've said, that even the document says that this document or this clearance certificate, it may look like it is valid. You see, and again, when you look at it, it's having SAPS stamps and everything, and it's coming from Pretoria headquarters and everything, you see. I think the team there, when they checked it, they saw our powers are limited, as I've said, that to fingerprints. If the fingerprints say no, if they jump the process of fingerprint, it was going to be the other process. If they registered or they allowed those people with criminal records without taking them through SAPS fingerprint, it was going to be something. But now they followed the process and say these are the fingerprint. All the people that wanted to be Peace Corps, they must via through the same process, and it was done like that. You see, and it was for two people.
Please proceed.
I'm saying it was for two people. I wonder why the other one is not here, so that we can check it too.
Now, I'm interested in this particular one because thanks to your process, that initiated by you to establish this cohort of police officers with extensive powers akin to a police officer, No, you are putting it incorrect. I've testified on that. I've clarified that thing. When you question me, you are twisting it now. You are starting to play with words now. And it is recorded, it's on record. In our last engagement, I informed you that the notion of peace officer arises from law. It is contained in the Criminal Procedure Act. The CPA determines who is a peace officer and what powers the peace officer has. And the person you were about to bestow such powers on would be able to put themselves out there as a police officer, and that would be understood within the context of the law. You are correct, and I've clarified our understanding, our approach about this thing, and the real objective that we wanted to achieve. I even mentioned that the same process is happening in the city of Cape Town, Metropolis of Cape Town. There are even such corps with limited powers and with the specified duties and responsibilities. I clarified that. I raised it. I know that you took something like 30 minutes discussing, raising on that, but I clarified my book. You even showed in this big screen. I said, no, I've seen it, but our approach is this. You see, not what you have said, or not what you are saying now. So, I accept what you say you thought a peace officer was. And I think I indicated last time that you were wrong to think that that is a peace officer. The peace officer is as defined in the Criminal Procedure Act. You can't redefine that. Can I raise something? I know it's out of this. Law enforcement officers are having peace corps that are not having the same powers like you put it in the Act. You see, peace corps, they do different duties and responsibilities, you see, in terms of Metro's bylaws or in terms of different bylaws within the city or the laws of the cities. For example, we are having peace corps, the traffic wardens, they are peace corps, those people in the province. And their duties and responsibilities, they are not the same powers of the commissioners of oath, of the judges and everything. But the mandate of them, they are giving different mandate. And it's happening in this country, it's taking place. And wanted to cope the good thing that City of Cape Town is doing. Because we get people that are having resource and everything to come and assist in terms of fighting crime. That was our objective. But I'm not saying the act is wrong. But I'm saying our approach was not the same approach as the way you put it. I don't want to start the same discussion that we had previously. But I'm trying to clarify or to repeat what I've said last time. Thank you, Commissioner.
So, Commissioner, are you saying you are not talking about peace officers? you're talking about something else.
Peace Corps, yes.
Yeah, and is this corps with CORPS or is it COPS?
You could.
I do remember.
No, I understand what you're
or
saying.
Or is it corpses
yes,
in police?
Yes, I understand what
Corpses
you're saying.
in police.
But not in police.
Yeah, I
as
do remember.
volunteers.
I do remember reading your latest statement, reference to the comparison you make about something happening in Cape Town.
Yes.
But I'm not sure now of how you have spelt what you are referring to insofar as it relates to Cape Town or what you wanted to establish
Yes.
in Egoruleni. But I was interested to know whether you're talking corpses in police or whether you're talking CORPS.
No, they won't have powers as police. Because police officers are appointed differently.
Okay.
They must undergo training.
But the simple point is that you are not talking about peace officers.
Yes, Commissioner.
And can you explain fully what the powers of these peace corps would have been?
Yes.
As fully as possible.
Yes. The objective, as I've said before, is that to assist us in terms of our traffic lights, in terms of traffic lights conducting traffic in peak hours, to assist when school children are passing or going to school. You see, secondly, on weekends we have challenges of funerals and other things that are taking place, or events that are taking place within the city, and we've got limited officers. You see, if we're having those volunteers, and those volunteers again we're going to assist because they are not charging us anything, it's just volunteers, people that are assisting. But when you have officers, it's double overtime, double what. It was a strategy of making sure that we're having those people that are assisting. And secondly, we said we wanted to identify from security companies that are well established, that are working, because they're already operational, they understand, they're assisting us in terms of fighting crime and other things. They respond in terms of emergencies and other. That was the approach that we want to come up with.
So effectively they would do, or rather perform the functions of EMPD members. I'm not necessarily saying all such
yes.
functions.
Yes.
Certain specified functions of the EMPD.
Yes, Chair.
Yes, Mr.
Thank you, Chair.
Yeah.
Just for the record, just so you remember, when during your testimony when we engaged on this issue, you consistently referred to them as police peace officers. That's the term you used.
No, you came with peace officer. I said peace corps. Or if let's say, for argument's sake, I think I was wrong maybe to use peace officer, but I know you are the one who came with peace officer when you were presenting it. You started with it. When we were starting, you said, do you understand the peace officer? This is the peace officer. Then that's where our engagement started. And say, no. Your understanding and our approach is two different things. But maybe when I was questioning, I said peace officer, let me correct it. Not the officer that, let's say peace corps.
And in your engagements with Mr. Van Wyk, you consistently refer to them as peace officers. And you are Mr. Van Wyk is looking to obtain the peace officer cards.
card.
That's how you and Mr. Van Wyk communicate. Am I wrong?
I think maybe it was the understanding between the two of us. But the way you clarified it here and the way and our approach is two different things.
Nonetheless, then at least you accept that those so-called peace corps would have some powers of the EMPD members.
Yeah, it's traffic control and assist in terms of scholar patrols and those things, yes.
So why do they need police clearance for that purpose if they are going to conduct traffic only?
You can't allow a criminal to work with school kids to control traffic because people are taking advantage.
You are about to.
May I continue?
Oh, my apologies.
You asked
please
me a
continue.
question.
Yeah.
Yes, now you distracted me. But I wanted to say, you can't allow people that are doing wrong things to come and work with communities, direct traffic. They will take advantage of that. I know that Commissioner Baloyi, sorry to refer to you, you raised that thing on the first day on my first and second day, but you really understood what this memorandum of understanding was saying. You are talking this, but the memorandum of understanding this, and the chairperson even asked, who crafted this? And you also asked, who crafted this? I even said, no, Mike crafted and gave it to us. And you said, but we really understood exactly what are the other content of this document and everything. I know we had that engagement, you see. But our objective was to make sure that everyone who is there is not a criminal.
So you accept that you did not know enough to determine whether or not you can extend any powers to anybody to assume powers or some powers or responsibilities of EMPD members, because you could not, one, you had no ability to verify the authenticity of that document, and secondly, that you yourself took no steps to authenticate it. You accepted it at face value, notwithstanding the fact that you are receiving it from a civilian, not directly from SAPS.
But the law says a civilian must go direct and bring a clearance. Even now, when we are employing people at the city of Ekurhuleni, now it's extended not only to EMPD. The city now, everyone gets employed in the city. They're saying, if you have a criminal record, go and get that clearance certificate, and you must bring in that clearance certificate to the city.
And this one was given to you by a third party, Mr. Van Wyk, not even by the owner of the
No, it was
the
said to me-
purported owner
you are
of the
correct.
certificate.
You are
Yes.
correct, yes, you are correct.
Can I just find out, so when you received the certificate from Mr. Van Wyk, what did you do with it? What is your process of getting this into the EMPD system? You received it, what happened?
No, there are other teams that are working with it. Mine was to take it to other teams with them and say, this is a clearance certificate, they just look at, because they know these things. It was for the first time for me, I don't work with this, to see
So
a
you,
clearance certificate.
so you took it to somebody else?
Yes,
Who-
yes,
Who are
yes.
those other teams? Is it a department? Is it a person?
No, they're within the department, they work with this thing. It's a team that usually deals with our recruitment and check the fingerprints and everything. It's a different team from the operations team.
What is that department called? You must have given it to someone specific.
Yes, that was sick. And that time, now the structure has changed. But they're they're under training division. They were under training division that time.
So you would have given it to somebody
Yes,
in the
yes,
training
yes,
division?
Yes, if I remember correctly, yes. And again, I even mentioned that there's another guy again who deals with our processing of appointment cards or anything, you see.
Okay. So specifically, who did you give it to in the training division? If we wanted to ask
Yes,
questions
yes.
about how they processed the certificate, what did they do with it?
Yes.
Who do we speak
The
to?
team that detected, or the team that was doing fingerprint, it's Sub Mukwana.
In the training division?
Yes.
Mukwana.
Yes.
You said-
Superintendent Mukwana.
Sue?
Superintendent,
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
yes. He knows this thing better than I.
Okay. Thank you, Mr.
No, she knows, sorry, she's a female. Humble apology.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Oh, sorry, Commissioner, in response to the last question by Ms. Sillo, you said something like, you'll correct me if I misheard you. You said something like, if you have a criminal record, we then require you to get clearance from SAPS. Did you say something like that?
Yes, the city does that, yes.
Yes. What exactly does that mean? If you have a criminal record, you have it. You can't sanitize that. So what sort of clearance do you expect the person to get from SAPS?
Yes. Other people may find that they were convicted for stealing 10 years ago. Some were convicted for minor crimes, and they're applying not only to EMPD, Parks Department, waste collection and everything. But the city strict now say everyone must buy. You see, then you must buy and get that you were cleared to apply for, to be cleared to do any processes. Some have done the processes, but they've really tell you, no, I'm cleared long time ago. But in our system, or when they're doing that system with subs, it still reflects that, no, this person is still having this. Then they'll go and get that and come and say, no, I was.
And what sort of form does that clearance take? Does it say no previous convictions? Just the form? I'm interested to.
Chair, I will lie to you. I haven't worked direct with those things. It is it's other divisions or people that are working on that. But I know this is the process that will tell you are undergoing these processes. You see, but in terms of the format, that this is the, and what is writing in that, you see, you are cleared. If it's a rape case or what, I don't know what the processes that are done. But I know all of them, they are sending them to Pretoria. They go to Springs says that, no, they must go to Pretoria in order for you to be processed or to be cleared. And sometimes they do what is exponential, or they go there to ask for indemnity in terms of to the presidents or in terms of the state. They will do all those processes. Some they bring certificates, some they are declined, they don't come back with those things and are not employed.
Thank you.
But some are in the system, I don't know how. You see.
Yes. Thank you. Yes, Mr.
But sorry, Commissioner, but everyone is being directed to Pretoria. Whether you're in Ekurhuleni or where, they are saying Pretoria head office, Pretoria head office.
Subs Pretoria.
Yes, Subs Pretoria head office. It is the only one that does that.
Yes.
Thank you, Chair. And lastly, I think earlier you indicated that you hand over these documents to somebody else within EMPD to process these peace officer people.
Yes.
And cards.
It is true, ne? Or,
Okay.
Commissioner Baloyi, the other one I mentioned last time, it was Supu Mkwanazi. Yes, but they are working in two different divisions, but they are working together in terms of these processes. After this one has been finalized, one can go, or I can go with that person to this one and say, this is the document.
So would you know whether or not Mr. Matala did get his peace officer card?
Last time I was asked by Commissioner Baloyi, no, not Baloyi, sorry, Commissioner Kumalo, Baloyi and Sinta, Commissioner Kumalo, that are you sure, definitely sure that these people are still having, these people were having, I said, no, at this moment, at this time, I'm not definitely sure, you see, but are you trying to tell us somebody can go as we are talking, you see, you even emphasize it twice, you see. On that one, I can't give you it because it's a long time ago, and this process didn't go anywhere.
So we don't know.
But they did go to different processes and everything with this certificate. That one I don't want to go. This process, we took this certificate as it was an original certificate, or it was a true certificate.
So perhaps it's for the Commission to determine from EMPD whether, as things stand, Mr. Matlala is a peace officer for the EMPD.
It didn't go anywhere. The process didn't proceed. But it's fine. It's
Okay.
fine, yes.
There is a card I want to share with you, to show you. We dealt with it last time.
There is what?
A card.
A card. Oh.
Yes. But unfortunately, we are having technical problems because I wanted to re-engage you on that card and play a voice clip in relation to that card to demonstrate to you that your version regarding this card previously at the Commission was incorrect. So let me just see if we can project the card. It will be in the WhatsApp messages between yourself and Mr. Van Wyk. It is a WhatsApp of the 8th of November 2021. And previously, I'm going to project it. We had indicated that there was this card in your communication with Mr. Van Wyk.
For purposes of the transcript, can you please refer to the file number and CJC number, please?
The CJC number would be CJC 292. Now, because I'm working off a slightly different version, the electronic version.
I hope the page number is the same. It should be.
It will not be the same. If it assists, Chair, our certificate appears at page 615. That's where the certificate we've just engaged
Chair.
on.
May I be protected by you? You know, we engaged on this. I don't remember what I've said. My worry, I don't want to find myself contradicting myself. I know that we stayed on this for an hour. And Commissioner, now I'm correct.
Sorry.
Commissioner Baloyi was on top of it.
Sorry.
And I don't want to find myself contradicting because now I now don't remember what I've said. And I'm so cautious about leading evidence leader on these things. She twisted it around.
Oh, Commissioner, I wanted to say, if what you said was factual
Yes.
or truthful,
Yes.
then there should be no risk of you contradicting yourself.
Remember, Commissioner.
If what you said then was what you believed to be the true facts,
Yes.
that must continue to be your belief. I would understand if, for example, or rather, 3 years from the time you testified had elapsed. Now it's a matter of what, a few...
You are correct, Commissioner, but you
So-
remember, you are 4 now, ne? You ask 5, 6 questions around the issue. You end up being confused. But you've said, we come with different questions, but asking the same, end up being confused.
Let's try it and
Oh,
see,
yes.
and see how it goes, Commissioner.
Chair, I'm trying to locate it. You have.
For the transcript, it's CJC 293. We are on page 555.
555.
So that's what he should have as the... It's the file 3, Van Wyk Exhibit Bundle File 3.
Van Wyk Exhibit Bundle File 3.
Let's go by what my colleagues have. The flag on my file is 292. There's no other flag before 555, page 555. But because theirs say 293, then let's go by what theirs have.
It's the same.
Which is CJC 293 then, page 555.
Okay. Just for the record, then to say it's the same Van Wyk Exhibit Bundle.
Yes,
From which we extracted the
yes.
clearance certificate. Yes.
I'm on exactly the same file, file 3.
Except that your numbering
So
is.
it means whoever flagged my file did not do it correctly. Anyway,
Apologize for that, Chair.
let's
Apologize
go.
for
Let's
that.
go.
Are you winning? That would have been shared on the 8th of November 2021. Have you located it, Commissioner?
It's 523.
523. Yes, on the top of that WhatsApp message is the 8th of November 2021 at 08:35.
No, it's not it. No, it's not it. There's no 5.
Have you located it now, Commissioner?
29/03/2025.
2903,
Yes,
2025.
yes.
Is that the date of the WhatsApp message?
It's not WhatsApp. She's talking
Is that page, Commissioner, is that page 555? 555.
555.
It should be CJC 293. Or if you have my problem, it would be 292.
555.
Sorry. Mr. Mapopa? Mr. Mapopa? Can you please, you found it? You found it? Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. So we dealt with that card in April in isolation, and the question to you was, what was that card and what was it intended to achieve? And your response was, you do not know where that came from. Do you remember?
No, I didn't say I don't remember where it came from. It's clear, it says it came from Mike. But I think I differed with what was presented to me. This was an appointment card. I say we don't have, I've said we don't have such appointment cards as EMPD.
Okay, now, this comes from Mike.
Yes.
It reflects EMPD and Anubis. Anubis is the private security firm that Mr. Van Wyk is a part of, correct?
You're correct, you're correct.
Okay. Then if you go below that picture, which Mr. Van Wyk asks, do you think we can do this so long? Do you see that?
Yes, 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 yes.
And then you say, please guide me.
Yes.
Are you following me?
Yes.
Now, below that is an audio clip shared with you by Mr. Van Wyk to guide you as you request regarding this card. Commissioners, this particular bundle cannot play directly, so if you just give us a second to switch to the bundle that will play that audio. It is that audio clip of the 8th of November 2021 at 8:37.
Morning, how you doing? Yeah, just trying to get everything in place now and done, and if we can get somewhere. So this is cards that I see some of the metros are using for people that has a little bit of authority, but we need a letter still to authorize us to use it. Doesn't make us traffic officers. It just says that we work in conjunction with EMPD. I don't know, if you just want to put your mind maybe around it.
Did you hear that?
Yes, 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 yes.
You recall what the conversation was about?
No, I
So
can
now
re-
that reminds you what that card is.
No, I can recall now because you played that thing last time, and I've answered to it.
I didn't have it last time,
No, you had.
okay?
But that's why I've said we even took close to an hour discussing about this.
My apologies, maybe too much time has
You-
lapsed.
you-
And what
you-
was,
you- sorry,
that's
let me-
fine, I accept. If you say I did play it, the record will show. Now, if you'd be so kind as to remind me then, how did you explain that card to be,
No,
based on the guidance by Mike?
Now, as EMPD, we don't do these cards. We don't have such a card, and this card was not done. So our card are standardized. You don't have a card that mixes with a private company. You don't have dual. Those contracts, I remember there was even instruction in late 90s from one of the city managers warning private companies that are doing services with the city, not only at EMPD, all the private, they would like to put the sticker of the city, or they would like to put something like a sticker of the city with the sticker of a company that is contracted. Then they were told, no, you can't do that, because you're confusing people. People, when you do mistakes, they think that it is the city that has done these things. And criminals take advantage. They put these stickers and do wrong things. It was earlier, I was still a constable, but I know that there was something like that. We don't do this.
Okay, now,
And it was very clear too, even if you can go to anywhere, you can't even find this in our corners or in any corner of the EMPD.
my recollection as prompted by the transcript is slightly different. I had that engagement with you regarding this card on the 16th of April, 2026. And I'm going to project the relevant portion of the transcript where we deal with this card. It's page 152. It will be from about line 16.
Do you have that document?
It's going to be projected as I read it to you.
Ish, no, my worry with you. You only show something that is favoring you. It will be wise to see the conversation, because you are saying it's a transcript. The transcript can't be one paragraph or one sentence.
I'll scroll in any direction you'd
Please.
want me to,
Please,
to give
please,
context.
please.
Okay? Now, if we are at page 152 at the top there,
152.
152 as on the screen. It starts with Commissioner Mkwanazi, yes, yes. You see on the left of the transcript, there are numbers. There will be 10, 20, and the like. Do you see that?
Wait.
On the left of the document, there is a small number.
Officer, yes.
I'm trying to help us navigate our way through. You see that number 10 there?
10, yes.
Okay. Now, when that indicates that the 10th line in the transcript. So I will refer to it to try and help us locate ourselves. So at that, just 3 lines above that, I say, and if I could ask us to go to page 67 of the bundle. You see that? And then,
67, yeah.
yes, where it says Advocate Sello, and if I could ask us to go to page 67. And then Commissioner Baloyi thanks me, and then I turn to you to ask you whether you have located the exhibit. You say yes. And at about line 16, you see where it says again, Advocate Sello. I say, now this is a card that reads specialized services for inquiries, referred to EMPD Brigadier J.D. Mkwanazi with a number. You see that? You say yes. I say on the left-hand side is the logo for EMPD, if I see it correctly, and on the right is Anubis. Now you can skip the rest, you confirm, yes, you see that. Then I say, now, this is a card that reflects sort of a joint venture or approval of joint operations under the names of both EMPD and Anubis. And it directs whoever is given the card to make any further inquiries to you. You produced that card, did you not? You say no. I ask, who produced that card? And you say, I really do not know, because even the numbers here, I do not know these.
Yes.
Then you can skip to about line 17 there. You say, and we cannot produce this thing, because let me say, I do not know this. So that was our engagement last time. You denied any knowledge of.
No, you are correct. I even said that the numbers, my number, my office number is not this number. The number that I was given, I'm still having the same number. It's for 10 years now, more than that. It's the number that you are getting. You are correct.
So now the WhatsApp messages show us that that card was shared with you by Mr. Van Wyk. You asked for guidance. He gave you the guidance, and he says it's for the officers to use to show that they have an association with EMPD when they are stopped. And then, there is no further, you do not dispute that such a card could be issued or that it cannot be issued.
No, I dispute it.
No, I'm saying in your conversation with Mr. Van Wyk.
I get
Yes.
you now. I get you
Yes. So as far as that WhatsApp communication then is concerned, you have your clarification, your guidance, and you conclude by saying, let me come see you tomorrow after 11, my brother. So.
But here he's asking for a question, not guiding me.
Sorry, I missed that, please.
I'm saying he's not guiding me here. He's
Where?
asking, is it doable? Unless I didn't listen it correctly.
He had said, I'll bring it up again, he had said, can we do this so long? And you say, please guide me. And then we played that clip where he explains what that card is and its purpose.
Yes, he's asking. That's what I'm saying. Can we do this for so long? It's a question.
And you never said no.
Yes, I wanted guidance on him.
Then he gave you the
Remember, we're
guidance.
still in the process, you see. And whatever guidance, that means it didn't, his explanation didn't win because we are not doing such things as EMPT. As the city, we are not doing that. There's no appointment card that is collaborated that we are producing with any other private, whether it's contracted, whether it's providing services, or whether it's those that are doing volunteers with other departments. We don't do such cards.
If we
He was trying his luck, but we don't do this.
yeah,
Can
and
you-
apologies.
Sorry, Mr. Lo. Can you tell me what sort of guidance you were expecting from him?
Remember, Commissioner, we're still dealing with this.
Bearing in mind that more than once you've said EMPD does not issue such cards.
Yeah.
So what guidance were you expecting from him?
We are correct, Commissioner. Remember, there was this memorandum of understanding that we are dealing with. Ne? On top of that, is coming up with something, you see. In my mind, maybe he's assisting us with something that can make this thing to move faster. He like to be creative in other things. Ne? That's why I even went to him and said, please clarify that. But on our engagement, I saw that it's impossible to do that. We can't.
No. He sends you let me loosely call it a business card. He
Yes.
sends you that with the two logos, Anubis and EMPD. And he says, can we use this so long?
Yeah, correct.
You ask for guidance.
Yes.
So my question is, what guidance were you expecting?
To clarify on this card, you see.
It's clear. It's very clear. It has the two logos. It has some writing on it. That's very, very clear.
Wrong numbers and everything.
Sorry?
With wrong numbers and everything. It's clear, I agree with you, Commissioner.
But he would not know that you are taking issue with the wrong number or anything like that. You simply say, please guide me. So my question stands, what sort of guidance were you expecting from him?
Yes, about this card. What type of a card? How is it going to work? What do you want us to work
From
on?
his side, he has shown you what he is suggesting should be used in the meantime. You ask for guidance. What guidance?
think I'm losing you.
No, it's a very simple question.
Yes, it's a simple
You
question.
You have just, for example, now given, what about, what are a lot of what's with regard to the sort of guidance you wanted. He would not have known that you had a lot of whats if you did not communicate those to him. So it's on that basis that I say, in the face of something that he has shown you, what guidance? Because all you say is, please guide me.
Yes, you are correct.
So without more, what guidance did you expect him to give you? If you simply said, please guide me. He has shown you what he's suggesting should be done in the meantime, or so long, as he says. And you say, please guide me. What sort of guidance did you expect from him?
Thank you, Commissioner. I think if I get to now is that how does he want this card to work and how does he want this card to operate? You see, again, on the background that I'll be having whatever that I had in my mind. You see.
So you had no problem at
That's
all
right.
with the card itself?
No, Commissioner, if I didn't have a problem, I was going to say, yes, I agree. You see, for the method
But the converse is also that if you had a problem, you should have told him that directly or categorically. You can't just say, oh, okay, he says, here's what I'm suggesting, we should use so long. Do you agree? That's the substance of what he was saying. And
Yes.
all you say is, please guide me. If you suggest that you were not agreeing with what he had put together, one would have expected you to say, EMPD does not do such cards, doesn't use such cards. One would have expected you to raise that categorically with him. You did not. All you say is, please guide me. So why did you not raise it categorically then? If your stance, as I understand it to be, as you sit there now, if your stance was that EMPD does not use these, so basically you are disagreeing that this is something that could ever be considered. Why did you not say that to him?
But when you look at the other conversation, Commissioner, I've said, let me come and see you. In those engagements, when I met with him, I explained.
But all you say, in the face of something that has logos and has text in black and white, all you say is to seek guidance. That's
But-
what I don't understand. If in your head you already knew that this is simply not doable, EMPD does not do this, why not say that
But
categorically?
But Chairperson, there's nothing wrong if I come to, even if I don't say now, but coming to and explaining to you that this is not doable. There's nothing wrong about that. That's why I went to see him.
But that's already in response to the voice note.
Remember, I've
That's
said-
in
as I've said
response. That's in response to the voice note.
after that voice note, I've said, you are correct, Chairperson. Let me come and see so that I can explain everything. How does this thing work?
One would have expected you to take issue there and then once this business card was sent to you. Why wait for? Why ask for guidance on something that you know will never work? Why not simply say this will never work? EMPD doesn't do any such thing.
If you say so, Chair, I think the approach that I took, maybe it's not the one that was satisfying. You see, I took a different approach. Because
Which was seeking to achieve what? Because you
From my
know
side.
that you know that EMPD doesn't use this at all. So it would never have worked. You should simply have said, this cannot work. We do not do this as EMPD.
And I've engaged him, I told him that, Chair.
Sorry?
I went to him, I told him that, Chair. We met with Mike. That's why this didn't materialize.
You see, the problem is we do not know, we do not have objective material to establish what was exchanged between you and him. What objective material here what we have does not seem to suggest that that was the approach you were taking. You are asking for guidance on something you know will never work. So it doesn't make sense to me why you did not simply say, this will never work. That's my difficulty.
No, I hear you, Chair.
Now, on the side, you are speaking on the side, there's nothing objective that we can see for ourselves. And you want us to believe that in those discussions, about which we have nothing objective to assess for ourselves, you did actually say, no, this will never work. It's
Chair.
never done at the EMPD. That's very difficult to
Chair.
understand and believe.
Chair, this didn't materialize.
Sorry?
This didn't materialize. For the mere fact that we don't have...
It may not have materialized, but not necessarily because of what you said, because if your attitude throughout was what you tell us now, I do not understand why your response would not immediately be that this cannot be done at EMPD. That's my difficulty.
I get you, Chair.
I will leave it there. Yes, Mr. Lolo.
Can I ask a follow-up question, Mr. Lo? Commissioner Mkhwanazi, I want you to keep one finger on page 555, but then go to page 612, because I'm going to come back to 555. 612. Are you on 612?
No.
Are you on 612 now?
Yes.
So you see, on 612, you had issued a letter already saying that there's an endless working relationship between EMPD and these two entities, being Medicare 24 and Anubis. So there is that relationship, and you already confirmed that in writing. Now, in your mind, the people who work for Anubis, if they had to present themselves to the public as part of this endless working relationship, what form of identification would they have to produce to a member of the public to show them that I'm from Anubis, as per this letter on 612, I have this endless relationship with EMPD to provide the services set out in those letters, being security services and medical emergency services. If I'm an employee of Anubis and I'm dealing with members of the public on the road, what identification did you contemplate that person would have? Because I don't expect that all of them would walk around carrying this letter. So my understanding of these cards is that they were a form of identification for people working for Anubis to give effect to what is contained in a letter you had already issued. So make me understand, if I'm an employee of Anubis and I was walking around on the N12 or N3, or you're part of R59 Ekurhuleni, what would I need to produce to a member of the public to show that I'm authorized to do what the letter says?
Thank you, Chair. I'm explaining again, Commissioner Khumalo. You asked that question before.
Now focus on
Yes.
what I have to produce.
Yes. Remember, there was this process that we've already started of the cards. Not these cards, our different cards. That was the process of those cards, not these ones of working relations. You see.
Employees of Anubis would have had to produce cards to members of the public to identify themselves.
We said all the security companies, all those volunteers that wanted to be, must have, as I explained it before.
But it would not have been this card on page 5.
No. In fact, this it was not a card per se. He was talking about, I think, something like a sticker or something that will give them in their vehicles, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. It's just that I don't remember it clearly.
Thank you, Commissioners. I was going to refer to this letter, but Commissioner Khumalo, I think, has dealt with it. Chair, I see it's 10:59. Might this be an opportune time to take a tea break and to afford Commissioner Mkwanazi an opportunity to go through witness case statement?
Yes, yes. I find myself saying yes, yes, like Commissioner Mkwanazi. Let's
Humble
adjourn and
apologies, Chair.
resume at 11:30.
Thank you, Chair.